Here question is, an electric dipole is placed at the center of a sphere. Find the electric flux passing through the sphere. Let this is a sphere and this is a dipole, negative charge, and this is positive charge. Dipole is the combination of two charges having same magnitude but opposite sign, and distance between them is very small. This d is very small. Here net charge inside the sphere is, this is negative and positive, cancel out. That means net charge inside the sphere is q inside is equal to 0. Therefore, according to Gauss's law, net flux passing through this sphere will be 0, because phi is equals to q inside divided by epsilon naught, and this is 0 by epsilon naught, this is 0. So you can say the net flux passing through the sphere is 0. Here question is, a charge q is placed at the center of a cube. This is cube. What is the flux linked? Here there are three questions. With all the faces of the cube, with each of the face of the cube, if charge is not at the center anywhere, then what will be the answer of A and B? This and this, इसमें answer में क्या changes होगा? What will happen? Here, first question is, with all the faces of the cube. Here, using Gauss's law, you can write flux total is equal to charge inside divided by epsilon naught. This is charge inside divided by epsilon naught. That means you can write here q by, here inside charge is q and this is q by epsilon naught. That means with all the faces of the cube, if charge is at the center of this cube, then total flux will be q inside divided by epsilon naught, that means q by epsilon naught. This is the answer of first question. Second, the cube is symmetrical here with each face of the cube. The cube is symmetrical body with 6 faces and the point charge is at the center. So the electric flux linked with each face will be here phi flux with each face. Each face is equal to q by epsilon naught divided by 6. That means you can write here q by 6 epsilon naught. That means flux will be divided 6 in 6 equal parts. Next, third question. If the charge is not at the center, what will be the answer of A and B? Here, if charge is not at the center, the answer of part A will remain same. But here, the answer in second case, in this case, answer will change. In a charged conductor, energy is stored in a charged conductor. We know that work has to be done in charging a conductor against the force of repulsion by already existing charge on it. The work is stored as a potential energy in the electric field of the conductor. Suppose a conductor of capacity C is charged to a potential V naught, and let Q naught be the charge on the conductor at this instant. The potential of the conductor when during charging, the charge on it was Q and Q is less than Q naught. So here you will know that V is equals to here Q by C. We know. Now work done in bringing a small charge dq done. Now work done in bringing a small charge dq is equal to, this is dw and dw is v into dq, and v is here q by c, this is dq. Now total work done, total work done in charging it, in charging it from 0 to q naught, it from 0 to q naught is given by is equal to W and integration, this is Q by C dq, and 0 to this is Q naught. You can write here, and this is here 1 by C is your constant, तो इसको हम बाहर रख देते हैं. That means this is 1 by C and Q integration, this is Q square by 2, and put the limit 0 to Q naught. That means this is Q naught square C by, this is Q naught square by 2C. This is your work done. And this work done is stored as potential energy. And this is potential energy. This work is stored as potential energy, and potential energy U is equal to your half Q naught square by C. Further, by using Q naught is equal to C V naught, we can write the expression here. U is equals to half, and this is C square V naught square by C. That means C cancel. This will be half C V naught square. This will be your expression. Q is equals to CV. That means you can write this is equals to Q naught V naught. This formula is also equal to half Q naught V naught. Now you can write U is equals to half CV square, or you can write half Q square by C, or you can write half QV. That means you can say, if a conductor of capacity C is charged to a potential V by giving it a charge Q, then U potential energy equals to half CV square, or you can write half Q square by C, or you can write half QV. Here cylindrical capacitor. This is cylindrical capacitor. This is the diagram of cylindrical capacitor. This is coaxial system. This is first cylinder, this which is inside, and this is other cylinder, and both are coaxial. That means like this. Your structure will be like this. एक अंदर में है, and second one is your outside. And this is cross sectional view. A cylindrical capacitor consists of two coaxial cylinders of radii A and B. Say here B is greater than A. Radius of B, this is B, and this one is A, smaller radius, and length of the cylinder is L. The outer one is earth. This is earth. This part is here earth. The cylinders are long enough so that we can neglect fringing effect of your electric field. The electric field at the point between the cylinder will be radial, and its magnitude will depend on the distance from central axis. Central axis से इसका जो distance है वो आपके पास दिया हुआ है. This is A and this one is your B. The electric field at a point between the cylinder will be radial. तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जो होगा वो रेडियल होगा, वो कुछ इस डायरेक्शन में होगा. तो यहाँ से हम लोग देखेंगे तो दिस विल बी योर, एंड दिस इज द नॉर्मल. ये सरफेस के लिए नॉर्मल हो गया, एंड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज रेडियल. दैट मीन्स लाइक दिस. ये यूनिट वेक्टर से दिखा देते हैं इसको. कंसिडर द गॉसियन सरफेस ऑफ लेंथ y एंड रेडियस r. दिस इज गॉसियन सरफेस, जिसका रेडियस हम क्या ले लेते हैं, दिस इज r, एंड लेंथ इज, let this is here Gaussian surface, and this is here length of the Gaussian surface is your small y, and radius is small r. इसका हम dimension ले लिए. Consider the Gaussian surface of length y and radius r such that r is greater than a, and this is less than b. Flux through the plane surface is 0 because electric field and area vector are perpendicular to each other. तो यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे कि दिस इज फ्लक्स जो परपेंडिकुलर होगा इफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज लाइक दिस एंड एरिया वेक्टर इज दिस. In this case, this is 90 degree and E ds, E dot ds, and this is cos 90. Cos 90 is 0, so it will be 0. तो केवल हम सरफेस के लिए काउंट करेंगे इस पार्ट से और उस पार्ट से. आपका इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड क्या होगा? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के कारण जो फ्लक्स होगा that flux will be your 0. So for curved path, for curved part, phi is equal to integration E dot ds, and here both are in same direction. That means theta is 0. Theta is 0. That means cos 0 is 1. So you can write this is E ds cos 0 and cos 0 is 1. So you can write E ds directly. And here E is constant. So E and this is ds. And ds will be what? E and this is 2 pi r y. This is y. Y is the length of Gaussian surface and r is the radius. Charge inside the Gaussian surface. Charge inside the Gaussian surface is equal to small q, and charge density q by L into this is y. This is charge inside. Now you can apply the formula here using Gauss's law. Your phi is equals to E 2 pi r y E ds. That means you can write this one, and here this is q by epsilon naught. That means q y by L, and this is epsilon naught. You can write. Now electric field will be from this equation. You can write E is equals to here. Electric field will be q y cancel. This is q divided by 2 pi r. This is 2 pi r L epsilon naught. This is the electric field, and using this electric field you can find potential, then you can find capacitance. Difference is here. This is VB equals to VB minus VA is equal to minus E dr integration, and this is A to B. The smaller part of this cylinder is has radius A and outer part is B. So you can write this. Now put the value here. This is A to B, and this is here Q by 2 pi r L epsilon naught. And now integrate. This is constant term. So constant term is outside from integration L epsilon naught, and this is integration, and this is here dr. So dr and r, and this is A to B. Now integrate. Integration minus q by 4. Sorry, this is 2 pi L epsilon naught, and its integration is log r, and put the limit here A to B. That means this is minus q, this is 2 pi L epsilon naught, and this is log B minus log A. You can write this is log B by A. Log B by A, and here VB is 0. VB is 0 because your outer part of this cylinder is earthed. That means VB is 0. VB is 0. That means here negative sign will cancel out. So you can write VA is equals to Q by 2 pi L epsilon naught, and this is log A by B. This you can write log B by A.